The Second Symphony was a crucial turning point for Mahler's career for several reasons. He wrote the first movement in 1888 when he was deeply involved in an intense love affair with a woman who was already married. Predictably, that didn't turn out too well, and he left town looking for another job. In 1889, the premiere of his first symphony was a disaster. And that same year, both of his parents and one of his sisters died. Moreover, his position in Budapest was becoming increasingly problematic. And so he was in a creative slump, which didn't really subside until the summer of 1893, when he managed to finish the second movement of this symphony, and also the third. But he couldn't come up with ideas for a finale. Just wasn't happening. Then, in March of 1894, the famous event occurred where, at the funeral of the conductor and pianist Hans von Bülow, he heard a boys' choir singing from the organ loft a hymn by Klopstock, and that gave him the inspiration for his finale. He started working on it that very afternoon, and supposedly the first sketch that he did, we have a copy of over here. He used the first two stanzas of the Klopstock hymn, "Arise, yes, arise, you shall, my dust," after brief repose. Once Mahler got to his summer quarters in Steinbach am Achensee, he finished this vast symphonic fresco in a matter of only 6 weeks. Now, had Mahler not finished the Second Symphony, it's questionable how or whether he could have continued as a composer. Moreover, the second is the work that put Mahler on the musical map of Europe. Although nearly all the critics savaged the first complete performance of it, the audience was enraptured. As his friend and assistant conductor Bruno Walter puts it, but the impression of the magnitude of the work and its originality and of the power of Mahler's nature was so profound that the ascent of the composer can justly be dated from that day.